Hey guys, it's Charlee Atkins and this is Trainer of the Month Club. Today I'll be taking you through a posture workout and guess what? It's body weight only. So what do you say we go ahead and hit it? Today, I'll be taking you through a body weight posture workout. So we're talking upper body, shoulders, and back. The best part about this workout is that oftentimes it's very hard to target your upper back with body weight, but we're gonna do it today. So what do you say we go ahead and hit it? Let's go ahead and come on down to the mat in a tall kneeling position. So I want your toes tucked under. I want you to fire up your glutes and then you're just gonna reach the hands out to the side, palms facing up, thumbs pointed back. We're going to pinch shoulder blades together behind us, pause, and then slowly release. So targeting the shoulders, the back of the shoulders, the rear delts, as well as the upper back muscles. Another cue that I like is I want you to really think about spreading the chest, so you're gonna pull the shoulder blades together behind you, and then release. Let's do 3 more together. We've got 3, 2, and then 1. From here, arms are gonna go up overhead in a Y position, and I want you to picture yourself doing a pull-up. So all you're going to do is you're gonna think about pulling shoulder blades together behind you, toes are still tucked under, and you're just going to pull straight down. Think again about the shoulder blades pinching together as you pull down, reaching back up to reset, and repeating. So we're targeting these big muscles on the side of the body, the lats, and we're creating a little bit of tension by thinking about breaking a bar in half overhead as we pull down. Let's do 2 more together. Here's 1, and then 2. Good. And from here, we're gonna come into quadruped position. So I want you on hands and knees, toes tucked under, and we're gonna start with a bird dog. So a lot of posture is gonna be core exercises. Toes are tucked under. I just want you to extend one leg back, opposite arm out, and then we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So we're targeting the glutes. We're stabilizing the core, but using this arm as well, we're still targeting those posture muscles. Everything that we do on this side, we'll do on the opposite side, and try not to rush the exercise. So you're gonna pause at the top, slowly lower down. Let's do 2 more together on this side. That's 1, 2, and then we'll switch over onto the opposite side. So extending one leg out, opposite hand reaches out. Think about tucking the tailbone under or engaging the core. And then whenever you're ready, you'll lift and pause, slowly lower down. Now, if you notice, my back foot is flexed, not pointed toe. So I'm trying to get as much glute engagement as I can. So I want you to pull your toe towards your shin as you lift and lower. Really pushing through your hand into the mat to help stabilize yourself. And then we'll do 3 more together. Here's 3, 2, and then 1 more. And then I want you to stay down here in this quadruped position. We're gonna do a mobility drill that I love. It's great for posture. Fingertips are gonna point out. We're doing scap cars or scapular controlled articular rotations. I just want you to pinch the shoulder blades together behind you. Push yourself away from the mat. Now this exercise can be a little confusing at first. The one thing you should keep in mind is that you want your elbows to lock or stay straight. So we're pinching and pushing ourselves away from the mat. Another move that you can do is you can shrug and then pull the shoulder blade towards the hips. So shrug, pull the shoulder blades towards the hip. And if you want to tie all of those together, you can start to do circles where you're shrugging and you're pushing and you're pulling. Just rotating the shoulder blade on the back. Go ahead and switch the direction. Give me 2 more. Good. Now we're gonna stay in this quadruped position. We're gonna do another bear plank exercise. And so in this position, toes are gonna tuck under. I want you to tuck the tailbone under. You're gonna lift your knees up off the mat, and we're actually gonna stay up there for 30 seconds. So I want you to take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to curve the spine, knees are just above the mat, and you're gonna really start to feel your core fire up. So we're putting our spine into flexion, shoulders are over the wrist. What tends to happen when we get fatigued, our knees are gonna creep up. So you're gonna use your very strong core to keep the knees just above the mat, and you're gonna push, push, push into the mat and lift up. We still have about 10 seconds left, so focus on the breath. The exercise after this, we're gonna release the tension in the spine. Give me 3, 2, and then 1. Staying in quadruped position. From here, we're gonna do a cat-cow, but we're gonna segment it. So starting in that flexed spine, what I want you to do is you're gonna start from the tailbone, And you're gonna start to push the tailbone towards the sky, slowly making your way up to the thoracic spine, and then lifting the head up. We'll start at the tailbone again, so tailbone's gonna tuck under. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Now, if that's confusing for you, what you can do is you can just go through classic cat-cow, but I really challenge you to try the segmented cat-cow by leading with the tailbone, slowly starting to open up the chest, head is the last thing to go, leading with the tailbone again. Push, push, push into the mat. Coming right back to where you started, and that'll take us into our next exercise. So from here, we're just going to come into a downward facing dog. Enjoy the downward facing dog, it's a good stretch. And then you're gonna come back down, and I just want you to do one fire hydrant. So we're gonna do fire hydrant into down dog. Fire hydrant into down dog. The down dog is merely there for a nice stretch for the upper back and the chest, since we are working on our posture muscles. And if you notice, my arms are staying straight the entire time. I'm not speed racing through these exercises. I'm doing them nice, slow, and controlled, really targeting my hips. Hips lift up, knees tap the mat. Good. Using your breath. We've got about 5 seconds left. And we're gonna come right back into that bear hold. So go ahead and take a quick transition, or at least shake the arms out. We're gonna do the bear hold again. That's really focused on the core. And then we'll move into those segmented cat-cows and back into those down dog plus a fire hydrant. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and tuck tailbone under, tuck the toes under, push, push, push into the mat. And I want you to really think about pulling your hands towards your knees. Pulling belly button towards spine. If you feel your knees creeping up, use your strong core to pull the knees down towards the mat. Push, push, push into the mat. Use the breath. Good, you've got about 10 seconds left. You should be feeling this in your arms, your core. Almost there. Give me 3, 2, and then 1. Right away, you can transition into your cat-cow. So starting in whichever position you'd like, but you're gonna lead with the tailbone. And then you'll come right back out of the exercise as the way that you came into it. So tailbone tucks under, push, push, push into the mat, and repeating through. Now, instead of speeding up this exercise, I want you to pause in your cat or your cow or your spine flexion or extension. Just pause for a breath before unwinding the spine and coming into the opposite position. Good, go ahead and finish up with whichever one you're on. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna come into that fire hydrant plus a downward facing dog. So really stretching the upper body, pushing into the mat, slight bend in the knees, push the tailbone to the sky. You're gonna tap your knees down. You'll do one fire hydrant, right back to the down dog. So targeting the hips, stretching out the upper body. Arms are staying straight the whole time. Your shoulders should be burning. Good, we've got about 20 seconds left, so feel free to take your time in these exercises. Using your strong core to make sure that the knees land soft on the mat. Good. All right, so coming into, let's do one more fire hydrant on each leg. We'll do 2 more down dogs. Good. And then go ahead and come on down to your back for our next set of exercises. So we're gonna be working on our core as well as our upper body. First exercise is one of my favorites. It's a dead bug. So you're gonna plug your left elbow into your left knee. Both toes are pointing towards the shin. You're going to extend right sides of the body, and you're just going to hold and pause. Now really focus on the exhales. You'll also know this is a really challenging exercise, so if you wanna kind of come out of it a little bit, you can reach that knee away from you, otherwise holding, reaching opposite limbs in opposite directions. We're here for about 10 more seconds, and really think about pressing your lower back into the mats. We wanna target the core. Good, we've got 3, 2, and then 1. Now you're gonna roll over onto the right side of your body, and we're gonna be doing a side lying tricep push-up, not an easy exercise. So laying down on your bicep, you're just going to use that top arm to push you up. So you're gonna extend, targeting the back of the arm. Take these slow and controlled because time starts to add up, and this definitely becomes a challenging exercise. So lying down, pressing yourself up. Keep in mind that you wanna slowly lower yourself down and control the lowering phase of that exercise instead of just letting yourself collapse down. We got 10 seconds left. Really pushing through that arm. You should feel the back of your tricep really burning. Good. All right, let's go ahead and do one more. So you're gonna lift yourself up, slowly lower yourself down, and then we're gonna come back down onto the mat for our dead bug on the opposite side. So again, you're gonna plug your right elbow into your right knee. That's gonna be a little bit challenging position. If you want a little less, you can always do hand on the knee, but whenever you're ready, plug those two limbs together, extend and hold. Again, I'm not pointing my toe, I'm flexing my foot, and I want my heel about 6 inches off the ground. A lot of the times we try to do our dead bugs up here. I want you to challenge your core by lowering that leg down and then use your breath to stabilize this whole movement. So really pressing the lower back into the mat. If you want a little bit more, you're really focusing on pulling that elbow into your knee. We've got 3 more seconds. Hold on to it for 3, 2, and then 1. Good. Now we're gonna do the opposite arm. So go ahead and come onto your side. Lie on your bicep. Both knees are bent, whatever's comfortable for you. And then whenever you're ready, we're just gonna extend and slowly lower yourself down. So you're gonna push yourself up, targeting the tricep, slowly lowering down. So push and release. So we call this a side lying tricep. It's basically a 1-arm push-up, not easy. Sorry, a side lying push-up, targeting the triceps, still not easy. We've got about 10 seconds left. Use an exhale to get yourself up. And remember, you're gonna control yourself as you slowly lower down. 1 more. Good. And then we're gonna come right back to that dead bug position. So coming down, the good news is we're doing this a couple more times. So whenever you're ready, you're gonna plug your left elbow into your left knee. Start with toes pointing towards the shin. You're gonna extend limbs in opposite directions. And you're gonna hold. So I'm really focusing on pressing my lower back into the mat. I'm keeping my legs activated to help me stabilize the rest of my body. And I'm creating more tension or making the exercise more challenging by reaching limbs as far away from each other as I can. If you feel your neck stressing out a little, you can always put your hand behind your head. We got 5 more seconds using your breath to help you. Hold on to it for 3, 2, and then 1. Go ahead and flip over onto your side. Go ahead and use your bicep as a pillow for a second. Get yourself set up, and then whenever you're ready, you're gonna push yourself up, slowly lower yourself down. So try not to let the elbow come away from the body. You wanna keep it in tight towards the body. Another thing to think about is you want your middle finger pointing straight overhead. Pushing yourself up, slowly lowering yourself down. If you thought push-ups were challenging, try single arm side lying push-ups. We've got about 10 seconds left to go, and then we're gonna finish nice and strong on the opposite side of our body, and then we'll be done with this body weight workout. Good, go ahead and give me 1 more. And then let's go ahead and come right back into our dead bug. So again, we're gonna be plugging our right elbow into our right knee. Modified is you can go ahead and put hand on the knee. Last dead bug that we have to do, you ready? Go ahead and extend limbs in opposite directions. Remember, toes are not pointed. Toes are pulling towards the shin in that flex position. If you feel your neck stressing out, you can use that opposite hand as a little bit of a pillow. Otherwise, we've got about 20 seconds left to go. Really focusing on pressing your lower back into the mat. And to make this more challenging, you're gonna put more tension between your elbow and the knee. 10 seconds left to go. We're almost there. Good, you got 5 more seconds. Keep breathing, hold on to it for 3, 2, and then 1. Last exercise of the set. We're gonna go ahead and flip over, side lying push-up. Use your bicep as a pillow. Make sure that the elbow is tucked in tight to the body. Your middle finger is pointing straight up overhead. And then whenever you're ready, you're just gonna push yourself up, slowly lower yourself down. Keeping the elbow tight towards the body, not letting the elbow fall away. You're gonna lift yourself up, and remember, you're controlling yourself as you slowly lower down. Push and release slowly. Good, we've got about 10 seconds left to go. Almost there. Can you give me 2 more? Last one, lift yourself up, slowly lower yourself down, and that is it. So go ahead and come on up to a seated position. Tell me, do you feel yourself sitting taller with all those bodyweight posture exercises? My name is Charlee Atkins. This is Trainer of the Month Club, and if you would love to see more workouts like this, make sure you subscribe to Well+Good, and I'll see you next week.